Welcome to the Vault XL. This commentary is pertaining to the deaths of Gene and Betsy Hackman. ABC News is the source.
On the investigation to the death of actor Gene Hackman, including newly released video. Trevor Alt is here with the details. Good morning again,
Good morning, Michael. This was such a mystery for investigators. We have now received a trove of new information. It includes details on what Betsy Hackman was searching for before she died, and the first-person view of the officers as they found the couple dead at home. This morning, just released body camera and surveillance video from the death investigation of Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy, giving fresh insight into their final days.
So I think this is where he was sleeping.
Deputies going room to room after being called to clear their Santa Fe home in February.
Two totally separate areas.
No, it's strange.
Discovering the couple and one of their dogs all deceased.
He's down. He's been down for a while.
Gene in the mudroom, Betsy in the bathroom,
He's guarding.
the German Shepherd by her side. Hackmans have been dead for quite some time.
We gotta figure out why and what, because I mean, everything was locked up. There was no signs of forced entry. There's obviously no initial signs of trauma.
The officers, learning the maintenance worker who called for help hadn't heard from the couple for 2 weeks. And Gene's daughters, Elizabeth and Leslie, overheard on the phone saying it had been even longer for them.
What we are trying to find out is who the last person was that had contact with your parents. Are there any text messages between you guys or anything like that?
No, we haven't had contact with them lately.
Just like an estimate? Has it been weeks or months?
Months.
And we're now seeing some of the moments Betsy was seen in public. This surveillance footage from a CVS pharmacy in Santa Fe. Betsy wearing a mask. According to a report obtained by ABC News, Betsy believes she had COVID. She said she canceled a medical appointment. And her browsing history showed she'd search whether COVID could cause nosebleeds and dizziness. Those are both possible symptoms of what officials say actually killed her, the rare disease hantavirus, which can be transmitted from rodents. The report claims the Hackman's garages contain several indicators of a heavy rodent presence, though none were found in the main house. Investigators believe Gene Hackman died from heart disease and complications of Alzheimer's a week after his wife passed, with his business partners speaking with authorities at the scene.
It's crazy because Betsy's a lot younger than Gene, and she's super healthy, man. She's a health freak.
She never had any medical issues that you know of?
Not that I knew of, no. She always dealt with Gene.
And authorities have said that they don't know if Gene Hackman was fully aware his wife had died in the week between her death and his, but if he did want to get help, his daughters told police he did not know how to use a cell phone or email.
How terrible is that? He didn't even know how to use a cell phone. So these two were recluses, and everyone is entitled to live how he or she fits, but this is what a lot of people don't think about as far as living this type of lifestyle. In the end, this isn't how you want to go. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you don't know how you're going to go naturally. But this isn't how you want to be found. In a house, a big house at that, massive sized house, property, outbuildings. You don't talk to anybody. You're not visiting people. You're only talking to a few people, maintenance workers, business partners, but you're not talking to family, friends. As you see, she was out and about, so we now know that she was mobile. She was able to take care of herself. But look at the end result. She's contracted the hantavirus, didn't go to her medical appointment as she had planned. She had canceled it. She possibly would be alive today. Then you have an elderly person that's almost 100 years old, roaming around, don't even know, aware of his faculties, not even knowing that his wife has passed away. This is sickening. As I said, you're entitled to live how you see fit, but this isn't how you want to end your life. Not speaking to people, your family members, not talking to them for whatever reason. Like I said, everyone has their differences, but this is a telltale sign of what can happen to you. Not talking to people, nobody's visiting, nobody's stopping by, nobody's coming to town. You're not talking to anybody on the phone. One of you passed away, the other one is unaware of their faculties, and they can't help themselves and they can't help you. She researched her symptoms online, nosebleeds, dizziness, to only die in her bathroom, dog beside her. Dog can't talk, can't go get help. No one else has access, I guess, to enter the house to check on these people. Don't know if they gave anyone else a key to check on them. They were recluses, so I doubt if they would give anyone a key. Wouldn't trust anybody. This is a terrible situation. And the way the house looked, there was stuff everywhere, debris everywhere. If you go back and look at the house, the video of the house, um, it was not in the best shape. The house was not in the best shape. There was stuff everywhere. If you watch the extended video of the house, the bathroom was packed in when they first entered the room, which was the bathroom where she was lying on the floor by the dog. It was full of clothes, towels, different things. The house had stuffed paper everywhere, countertops filled with debris. It was too massive for two people, especially with an elderly person. The downstairs, where they are, where the equipment exercise room was, you could tell they probably hadn't been down there in God knows how long. And naturally, I doubt that Mr. Hackman was using the exercise equipment. But as you can see here, there's nothing but debris, clothes, right there. Perfect example. Although she was able-bodied and could get around, you can see that there was a massive amount of things hoarded up. This is a prime example. Hoarded up. Just a lot of debris. And perhaps they should have hired someone, hired a cleaning lady, hired someone to come in. Why not hire a caregiver? Look at this bathroom. It's filled with stuff. Dog beds were everywhere. Thousands of rugs were all through the house. Trip hazards, especially for an elderly person. The house was, to me, a trip hazard. It had a lot of open spaces, but it had a lot of rugs. And everybody knows as elderly people get older, they can easily fall, trip. Not a good thing. As I said, clothes, debris everywhere in that bathroom, countertops, rooms filled with papers, books, all type of stuff. This is just a sad way to end a life. And as you can see, she was mobile because they have her own camera shopping at a store. But because she got sick. And so we have to ask ourselves, was she trying to clean up debris in the garages, like sweep up the rodent poop? And perhaps that's how she got sick, because it's been said that even if you sweep it up, vacuum it, it can cause damage to you, to your immune system. So once you fluff that stuff up, you're now exposed. And perhaps that's what she had done. They also said it was in a guest house, rodent poop, the garages, outbuildings. Also, 2 cars was infested with rodent poop. So that leads me to wonder, what were they driving? How many cars did they have? This is just a sad way to end a life. A very sad way to end a life. That's the latest, everybody. Coming out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Also, these 2 have been put to rest by their children. They had a very small private memorial, Mr. Hackman's children, and they have now been properly buried, Gene and Betsy Hackman. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below this video. Follow the Queen on this network and also Newsspring. And if you'd like to donate to this great network, $BigAngie129 Cash App. Thank you for your time.